Hi guys, I'm here with Sanaz and Peter. Would you guys like to introduce yourself and say what you do at the university?
Yep, my name is Peter Duckman. I'm the course coordinator for the Aviation and Airport Management BSc program here at the University of Bedfordshire.
Hi everybody, my name is Sanaz Vatanha, and I'm also working with Peter in the Aviation and Airport Management course, and we are delivering units related to aviation and airports management.
And if we just start off by, if I ask you, Peter, what courses are on offer with aviation?
Well, we've got three main pathways. We've got the main Aviation and Airport Management BSc program, and we have two entry points, one in September and one in February. We have an Aviation and Airport Management BSc program with the professional practice year, which means the students will go out between level 5, the second year, and level 6, the third year, and spend a year in industry before coming back to finish their final year. And the third pathway is through our foundation year program, where students will come into the university at level 3, do a year at the university, and then join the main program.
Brilliant. And if students do join through the foundation year, what benefits does that bring them throughout their time at the university?
That's a really good question. We've developed our foundation year programs over the last few years, and they're proving to be really successful. They've been designed for students who maybe can't get the qualifications they need to join the main program. So they come in, spend a year in the foundation year, and basically I like to see it as sort of they're learning how to learn. They do a whole series of units. So some of them are related to aviation, but more specifically things like learning how to do research, how to do presentations, maybe improving their written and spoken English. So it's effectively sort of preparing them to join the university degree program at the end of their foundation year. And assuming they pass, they can join the program. And they can also, a lot of students who maybe would join the foundation year program, maybe doing general business or accounting or HRM, some other subject, at that point they can choose and change and come and join the aviation program.
Brilliant. And then Sanaz, if I just start with you, what expertise and what backgrounds do the academics bring that they can help students with at their time?
Yeah, we are a diverse, I can say, team of academic at the moment, having more than 100 years of collective experience in the industry. I myself have been working in the aviation industry as a cabin crew before I was joining the academia. So I always use my experiences, flight experiences, how I've been dealing with specifically, related to the cabin crew occupation with the students, especially when we are delivering the unit about managing people in the aviation. I have a lot of stories to tell to my students, and the other colleagues. They all have wide range of industry experience. I would invite Peter to talk about his own experience in the industry.
Yeah, Sanaz is spot on. One of the strengths of our course is we've got a mix of people with academic backgrounds, we've got a mix of people with industry backgrounds. I myself joined the industry straight from university 100 years ago, and went into a graduate management trainee program with a British airline called Dan Air, which subsequently was taken over by British Airways. I then moved to a small Irish airline you may have heard of called Ryanair, as they were transitioning from being a regional airline into becoming the sort of giant low-cost carrier they are today. So sort of between us, my colleague have worked for British Airways, they've worked for Virgin Atlantic Airways. So we've got a sort of great wide perspective which we can share with the students.
Cool. And here in Bedfordshire, we're so close to an airport ourselves, London Luton Airport. So what links do we have with employers, and what links do we have?
We've got great links with Luton Airport. In the first full year before COVID, 2019, Luton was the 5th busiest airport in the UK. So it's a massive UK airport. And a lot of our students get jobs at the airport. They get summer jobs. Some students can apply for placement year at the airport. We work very, very closely with the airport. We have trips to the airport, and we invite speakers from Luton Airport. And one of the things I would say, some of the students have said to me in the past, they would rather work at Heathrow or Gatwick Airport. And I say to them, you have to learn to walk before you can run. All airports across the world, not just in the UK, are effectively the same, because the air transport business is one of the most international businesses in the world. And it has to be like that, because if you think about it, if you're taking a flight to, I don't know, Argentina, the facilities there have to be able to handle aircraft coming in, not just from Europe, but from the United States and Australia and so on. So they have to have similar procedures. So if you learn those at Luton Airport, you can then basically work at any airport in the world.
Brilliant. And you mentioned there about students going to Luton Airport. But then, what career paths do students go into afterwards? Is it always aviation, or is it something that they can go into other career paths with?
Well, like most industries, there are a number of different sectors in the industry. I mean, people tend to think of airlines and airports, and they are the two main sectors. But students can go, we have quite a few students wanting to go join ANSPs, air navigation service providers. They used to be called ATC, air traffic controllers. And they joined the NATS scheme to learn to be an air traffic controller. They can also join ground handling companies, big part of the industry, the people that sort of handle the aeroplanes on the ground. They can work with aircraft manufacturers. They can work with the OEMs, the original equipment manufacturers. They can work with the people doing the repairs on aircraft. And again, you may say, well, do we actually teach those skills on our course? And the answer is no, but those companies require management skills and marketing skills when they go out into the industry to try and promote their own companies.
Brilliant. And Sanaz, might I ask, what projects and what content do the students get up to at their time here?
Sorry, I didn't hear.
What do the students do in terms of the content of the course while they're here?
Yeah, we have diverse range of units or the contents that we are offering. So basically, our program is the Bachelor of Science. So we are offering units, some sort of calculations included, such as airline revenue management. We have business analytics for our students to help them better understand the business environment, business aspect of the aviation managing airlines and airports in general. And then we have some more specific units concerned with the business of the aviation, including airlines and cargo operations. We talk about risk and security management in the aviation, structural development of the air transport management. We have some units about airport structure development, strategic development of the airports, and marketing specifically focused on the air transportation management. So there's a wide range of diverse units to make sure that students, regardless of which area they really would like to pursue in the future, they are well equipped with the amount of employability skills. Just to equip them with necessary skills to be employable in any of those areas. Either they want to become to work in the marketing department, to work in, as Peter said, more operational aspect of the job, or consumer relationship kind of the job, or human resource. We have a unit managing people in the aviation, which equips students with the knowledge about how to manage people in the aviation industries. So I can say that we have a wide range of different content included in the course, in all our courses, just to make sure that students have and acquire necessary knowledge as well as skills. The mode of delivery, how we are assessing the students' knowledge, is all designed in a way that we make sure the students are not only having the theoretical knowledge, but practical knowledge in terms of their employability skills to be able to find a proper job in the industry in the future.
Brilliant. And
Callum, sorry, can I just add there, because I think what Sanaz said is really sums up sort of how we approach the course. But the course itself is designed, unlike previous airline courses I've taught at previous universities, it's designed to have a mix of units from the aviation team, from the marketing team, from the business team, and from our colleagues in the law department. We have one unit which where the students look at aviation law. So it's a sort of it approaches not just the aviation industry, but other industries as well, and of course employers like that.
Brilliant. And I'm just wondering, do you have any advice for any students that are considering doing aviation, and any advice for students perhaps with management as well? Them students that are coming here in September, or perhaps even students that are already studying here. Do you have any advice for students?
Yes, my advice would be you get out of the course what you put in. And, you know, we, like all courses here, we have a range of students on our course. But some students who really commit to the course, you know, they leave here with first-class degrees, and a lot of them, you know, go straight into the industry, and they're very valued assets. Other students, you know, at the other end of the scale, maybe they don't commit to the course in the same way. And my advice to any student, you know, on the course or starting the course is, you know, you'll get out of this course what you put in.
Yeah. Students might also be wondering how big class sizes are, and how they'll be able to get help at the university.
Yeah, that's a great question. Well, all students on the course will come to the lectures. So that could be upwards of maybe 100, 120, 130 students in the lecture theatres. But for the seminars, we only have a maximum of 30 students in each seminar group. So I can't say it's one-to-one, but we do a lot of group activities. So students will not only will they sort of get to meet other students on the course, get to work with other students on the course, but they'll also learn about the sort of dynamics of group working. And, you know, that's, well, we fundamentally believe that's a really important skill for when they go into the workplace.
And especially our students being from different backgrounds, so it helps them to look at the same topic from different angles. So especially during the seminar sessions, when we group out students in different diverse groups, making sure that students are diverse in terms of their backgrounds, in terms of gender and everything, just to make sure that students are having a holistic view of the topic that's been taught during the lecture session. So it helps them a lot to develop their understanding of the topic.
Brilliant. And at the moment, there might be someone watching this that could be sitting on the fence. Do you have any advice for someone that might be unsure about what they're going to do? They might be thinking about aviation, but not too sure.
Yeah, well, I would say jump off the fence and come and join our course. But you might say, well, you would say that, you know, because of what you do. But I would say, even if they do this degree course and they find, you know, at the end of it, they decide they don't want to work in the aviation industry, that's absolutely fine, because a lot of the skills they will have learned on this course are exactly the same skills that other students on business courses would learn, or marketing courses would learn. Maybe, you know, they've done more specific aviation modules, but those skills, the employability skills, the EDI skills, quality, diversity and inclusivity skills, all of those are going to prepare them for the workplace. You know, it's great. Great for us to see them go into the industry, and you know, we have a number now of alumni. This course started in 2016, so it's a fairly new course, but we're beginning to get quite a collection of students, ex-students, alumni students who are actually working in the industry, and it's a great industry. I mean, I spent 25 years working in the industry, and I would recommend anyone to go into the aviation industry. And you may say, well, you're biased, but that's my view.
Yeah, nice. And you said
you're not biased. Me too. I have always enjoyed working in the aviation. Well, my experience is shorter than Peter's experience. I probably started academia earlier, but I always enjoyed working as the cabin crew in the aviation industry. I have also experience working as a coordinator between the airline at the airport, managing the coordination of, the cabin crew through the pre-flight briefing session, and so it was really interesting for me, and it was a very enjoyable experience. And as we have already mentioned, aviation, airlines and airports is a diverse industry, having a lot of different opportunities for working, including both the soft kind of skills such as running your own customer relationship business, for the airlines, or catering. I always talk about catering, how food industry, specifically offering services to the airline, is a huge profitable kind of business. So our students can enter these type of markets. Plus, at the operational aspect of it, like the ground handling, air traffic management, controlling, and things like that. So there is a huge opportunity to find a position in this world of aviation.
You mentioned there that it's such a diverse industry, and there's so many job roles, so many career paths that students can go down afterwards. What are some of the key skills that they will gain to help them afterwards as well?
Well, as Sana said earlier, one of the things that I think we do very well at this university, is build in employability skills. And so, for instance, one of the things that we are very, very keen that students learn are presentation skills. And a lot of students come into the university thinking, I can prepare a PowerPoint, therefore I can do a presentation. And we start at the start of the course, and we sort of say to them, show us a PowerPoint presentation, which they'll do in their first assignment. And we will basically allow them to sort of mark themselves. And one of the things I say to the students is, you're just starting off your degree, and that's great, because we all have to start somewhere. But what we expect from you through the next 3 years is to develop those presentation skills, so that when you make that presentation, you could basically make a presentation directly into the industry by the time you get to level 6 of the third year. And so we're very, very conscious of the fact that it's hard to get jobs, it's hard to get good jobs, but those students that commit to the course, they learn what we teach. I think they stand a very good chance of getting great jobs when they graduate. And certainly we have links with the British Airways, EasyJet and Wizz Air graduate entry schemes. Some of our students, as I said before, have joined Luton Airport in graduate jobs. So the sky's the limit.
Brilliant. Overall, what would you say that what would you say students can expect when they come in September?
I would say they can expect to have a really interesting course, a diverse course, and not only to learn about industry, the aviation industry, but also to learn about themselves and to learn about their own skill sets. And most importantly, to use the 3 years to develop those skill sets. So when they leave the university, they've got the knowledge about the industry, but they've also improved those skill sets.
Brilliant. And one final and very broad question is there anything else that you'd like to add that students would like to hear?
Yeah, I'd like my final comment, I'll let Sana speak after me,
yeah.
Is that we're a very friendly university, and we're a very, very friendly team in the aviation department. We're only a small team. We work alongside our tourism colleagues, but we're a great team, a great little team. So, we try and, look after all the students as well as we can on a personal level. And I think we do a pretty good job at that.
Yes, and everybody's welcome to our family.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much, guys. That was really good. And if anyone has any more questions after this, just make sure you get in touch and leave it in the comments box, and we'll be able to get back to you as soon as we can. Alternatively, you can call the number above, or even through a website which is just above as well. Thank you very much, Sanaz and Peter.
Bye, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.